Right now, advocates for those experiencing homelessness say Madison's ordinance against trespassing is discriminatory. Hear what they'd like to see done.
But first, an alert day is in the forecast for tomorrow with strong to severe thunderstorms possible. Gary's here to track its timing.
And a dramatic rise in the death toll as the wildfire burning in Maui has claimed now 53 lives with more feared dead. It's all ahead tonight on News 3 Now at 10. The end of the work week nearly here, but an alert day is in the forecast for tomorrow as possible strong to severe thunderstorms may roll through southern Wisconsin.
Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is tracking the timing of all of this and how it'll impact your Friday. Gary.
Well, Charlotte, we've had a pretty nice day today overall. There were a couple of thunderstorms just outside of our viewing area, but now we're watching the next line of storms out to the west of Minnesota that are heading in our direction. And because of that, we have a first warned weather alert day in the forecast. There's the graphic. You can see the alert day. This is for tomorrow. All of southern Wisconsin will be affected. High winds, hail, heavy rainfall, the main threats. There could be an isolated tornado, mainly south of Madison if we get storms to develop in the late afternoon or early evening hours. But tomorrow morning, definitely some showers and storms with at least some severe weather potential. And then again, late tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening for another round. Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook has a level 2 or slight risk of severe thunderstorms over all of southern and western Wisconsin. The time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam shows clear skies this morning, those cumulus clouds popping up in the afternoon, but not to the point to bring any rain, at least to southern Wisconsin. But as we look at Doppler track right now, you can see there have been a couple of thunderstorms, even in parts of northeastern Iowa and northern Illinois, but it's the line of storms out to the west of Minnesota that's heading in our direction that could be here by early tomorrow morning. High temperatures today on the warm side. Madison at 83, Janesville hit 86. That was one of the warmer readings around. 82 in Camp Douglas, and right now temperatures are mainly in the middle 60s. Probably not going to go too much lower than they are now. A few places still in the 70s, including Mineral Point and Platteville. They're at 72 degrees, but here in Dane County, Madison is at 68 degrees, still 70 in Stoughton and 74 in Edgerton. Look for skies to become mostly cloudy overnight. It'll be mild. Chance for a shower or thunderstorm late tonight. Low temperature dropping to 65 degrees. Later on, I'll take a look at the timing of those rounds of storms tomorrow and the potential for severe weather as we head through the day.
Gary, thank you. Maui's wildfire is shaping up to be one of the deadliest now in modern U.S. history. The updated death toll is now at 53 and expected to rise. According to available data, Maui's fire would already rank as the second deadliest of the past 100 years in the U.S. It trails California's Camp Fire, which killed 85 people in November of 2018, according to CAL FIRE. Fire officials say tonight this fire is 80% contained, meaning there is a fire line around 80% of the perimeter. President Biden issuing a federal disaster declaration and promised assistance from the U.S. Coast Guard, the Navy's 3rd Fleet, the U.S. Army, and the Hawaii National Guard.
Our prayers with the people of Hawaii, but not just our prayers. Every asset we have will be available to them, and they've seen their homes, their business destroyed, and some have lost loved ones, and it's not over yet.
Despite that pledge, residents there say that response has not come soon enough.
Still get dead bodies in the water floating and on the seawall. They've been sitting there since last night. We've been pulling people out since last night, trying to save people's lives. And I feel like we're not getting the help we need, you know? Oh my God.
And today the Pentagon confirming 14 people who jumped into the ocean to escape the fires and smoke were rescued by a U.S. Coast Guard boat.
Well, back here in Wisconsin, a man charged in a 2022 shooting on Madison's southwest side has been found guilty of attempted murder and other charges. 19-year-old Demarion Pollard has been convicted of attempted first-degree homicide, possession of a firearm by a felon, and 2 counts of felony bail jumping. A shooting he was involved in last August near the intersection of Leland Drive and Balsam Road left a 22-year-old man injured. 2 other men have also been charged in the shooting. Another defendant, Zanya Anderson, has a bail hearing tomorrow. He's pleaded not guilty to attempted first-degree intentional homicide. And a 3rd defendant, Javante Koger, will head to trial in December on that same charge. He's also pleaded not guilty. In a span of less than 4 hours, 2 people were killed in separate crashes on West Washington Avenue, and those crashes were less than a mile apart.
The first crash happening about 9 last night at West Washington at South Park Street. Then around 12:30 in the morning, another crash happened near the intersection of North Broome Street and West Washington. The driver in that crash, a 32-year-old man, police say was driving recklessly and lost control of his car. Authorities say he died of his injuries. The earlier crash at West Wash at South Park was heard by a nearby business owner who saw a 25-year-old man stumbling out of the vehicle after crashing it into another car. Madison police say they believe he was driving drunk. Both were taken to the hospital. One did not survive. Police have not released the names of anyone involved in these crashes. We all know trespassing is a crime, but there's one part of Madison's trespassing law that some tonight are calling discriminatory towards those experiencing homelessness.
Arman Rahman heard from homeless advocacy groups and someone with lived experience about what they want to see done. He joins us now live from downtown. Arman?
Eric and Charlotte, Section 6B of Madison's ordinance against trespassing specifically states that no one who can possess or use items like beds, sheets, pillows, and blankets on someone else's property without their permission. Now, homeless advocates are posing the question, why single these people out with that extra penalty? Jamie says she moved here 15 months ago with just the clothes on her back.
When I got here, I had nothing. Nothing. It was a very good friend of mine that introduced me to Safe Haven.
But she says that's just a day shelter. She and others have been forced to move around outside to find a place to sleep.
Last winter was harsh. How are you going to find me $300 because I'm carrying around a tent to give myself shelter?
That's a $300 fine for trespassing with bedding materials.
This particular thing is what's called a penalty enhancer, which means that in addition to a trespassing ticket, this person could above and beyond receive additional $300 penalty.
Marjorie Lewis with the group Catalyst for Change believes it's an unfair provision more people should know exists.
Because it seems to be targeted directly toward people who don't have housing and are therefore carrying bedding.
I reached out to Jim O'Keefe with the city's Community Development Division. He tells me the section was created in June of 1994 and it is little used, if at all.
We've seen old laws can come back into effect because they exist, and so we don't want this law to be used against people.
That's why Lewis and other advocates in the city are asking people to get in touch with their alders to get this section of the ordinance off the books.
This would not make trespassing legal in Madison, Wisconsin. We do not support that.
Jamie says it comes down to empathy.
You know, instead of finding us, maybe they should find us.
And Jim O'Keefe with the city of Madison tells me in part, with or without this provision, it is not safe or lawful to camp or live outdoors on public or without the owner's consent, private property. In recent years, the city has invested millions of dollars to expand, improve, and maintain Madison's shelter facilities and create the city's first legal campground at Dairy Drive. We'll have that full statement online at channel3000.com. For now, live in Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
New at 10, Madison police are searching for a man who they say tried to entice a girl on the southwest side last weekend. The incident happened around 9 o'clock in the morning last Saturday on Allied Drive. Few details have been provided, but the suspect is described as a man in his 20s with short stature between 5 feet and 5'3" in height. He had spiky and or short dark hair and may have a prominent scar or marking above his eyebrows. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers, and that phone number is right there on your screen, 608-266-6014. We have learned the identities tonight of two people who drowned in the Wisconsin River near Decorah last week. They are 24-year-old Akash Selvam and 25-year-old Jerome Shiner, both from Madison. Investigators say the two men were playing catch on a sandbar when one of them went under while chasing after the ball. Several people tried to help the man, but another man went under as well. Neither of the two ever resurfaced.
Former Packers quarterback Brett Favre remains a defendant in a civil lawsuit that seeks to recover millions of dollars of misspent welfare money. The Mississippi Supreme Court denied an appeal from Favre in its ruling today. Favre's attorneys argued the Mississippi Department of Human Services is making meritless claims in suing him. He's just one of dozens of defendants. Prosecutors say millions of federal welfare dollars for low-income residents were squandered on projects supported by wealthy or well-connected people between 2016 and 2019, and that includes projects that Favre supported, including $5 million for a volleyball arena at the university he attended and where Favre's daughter played the sport, and $1.7 million toward the development of a concussion treatment drug.
Federal prosecutors are requesting a January 2nd, 2024 start date for Donald Trump's criminal trial related to his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. That's just days before the Iowa caucuses and the anniversary of the attack on the U.S. Capitol. Special counsel Jack Smith's office said in a filing that its presentation of evidence at trial would take no longer than 4 to 6 weeks. That means Trump might need to spend his weekdays in court in the crucial first 2 months of Republican presidential primary voting. The January 6th federal case may be a quicker road to trial than the documents case because Trump is the only defendant and much of what's charged isn't classified. Stay with us. More stories just ahead after the break.
County officials celebrate the grand reopening of a Middleton trail years after a flood washed away much of it. We'll share all the work accomplished to revitalize the trail. That's just ahead.
Send them back to school looking and seeing their best. Get premium eyewear and A+ patient care from the experienced team at Shopko Optical. Cross off eye exams on your back-to-school checklist. Schedule their comprehensive exam today.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
At Lawton Cates, being prepared and confronting every aspect of your injury case with honesty, integrity, and innovative solutions has earned us a reputation for excellence in representing the injured. Because at Lawton Cates, your life counts.
When it's time to remodel your home, lean on the experts at Brothers Maine for all things appliances. As Madison and Janesville's local appliance authority since 1938, our experienced staff will make your project easy from concept to completion. Better than big box, Brothers Maine has a larger selection, lower prices, and professional advice to bring your vision to life. On time and on budget. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Save on your next project with 11% off everything in Menards. ClosetMate has the best in quality, multi-function home organization solutions around. Right now, this wired closet kit is $139.99 after rebate. Get 11% off and upgrade your home with Tarkett flooring. We carry durable laminate flooring, easy to install sheet vinyl, and waterproof vinyl plank. Pick up Park Elm vinyl plank for $3.19 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Which hotel? Somebody say which hotel? I'm great at this. Dance your faves in the spa-like bathroom. Or enjoy local craft beers with breathtaking views at the Cambria. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Are y'all as excited as I am? Get on your feet for the queen of country music, Miss Reba McEntire. Okay, I'm gonna get it together with a can't miss music moments.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
The Pheasant Branch Creek Corridor Trail in Middleton is back open almost 5 years to the day since more than 11 inches of rain wiped it out. The trail, which runs near Parmenter Street to Century Avenue, has been open for a while, but today was recognized as its official grand reopening. Heavy rain in August 2018 brought down trees and bridges, leaving a mess of debris and ultimately a major cleanup that cost an estimated $2.5 million. Whether you use the trail on your morning walk or bike through it coming home from work, the county leaders recognize the importance the Creek Corridor Trail serves to the community.
Folks know this is a highly used, highly appreciated set of trails that provides connectivity and relaxation and places to exercise and walk for so many people. And really, it was a devastating experience for everyone. And fast forward 5 years later, we're back to having this beautiful resource.
Not only did repair funds come from the county and FEMA, but also the Friends of Pheasant Branch Conservancy, which raised more than $90,000 to help with cleanup and restoration of the flora, fauna, and trail infrastructure. A treat awaits student athletes at Middleton High School.
Ahead of the upcoming school year, the school showed off its new Borden Athletic Complex this morning, a complete transformation of a space that before was just bathrooms and a concession stand. Well, now there are locker rooms, training space, full concessions, and bathrooms, which have 18 stalls now, a massive increase from just 3 previously. It was made possible back in 2022 when the district's Board of Education approved plans to build an athletic complex, and so far, the feedback on the finished site has been good.
We want to create a space that all community members can use and embrace in. And, you know, we did a little soft opening with the football team on Friday night with a little community night, ended up having nearly 300 people here, and everyone walked through with eyes wide open and smiles saying how great this is for our kids. And that's the #1 goal.
The complex is named after members of the Borden family who privately donated more than $6 million to the project, one of the largest single-family donations ever to a Wisconsin public school district. The new school year is quickly approaching, and News 3 Now is teaming up with the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County once again for our annual back-to-school drive. This year, we're asking you to stuff the bus with school supplies. Make sure every student in Dane County is set up for success this school year. You can drop off supplies at our studios here at News 3 Now or any Metcalf's or Walgreens location now through August 18th. Virgin Galactic flew to the edge of space with its first tourists today.
And if you're thinking, why should I care about extreme tourism for the wealthy? Well, not everyone on board is rich. A mother and daughter duo from the Caribbean got their tickets for free, winning them through a fundraising lottery for the nonprofit Space for Humanity. 46-year-old Keisha Shahaf and her 18-year-old daughter, Anna Mayers, bounced around in zero gravity as they took in some fantastic views of Earth on the VSS Unity rocket.
You are so much more connected to everything than you would expect to be. Like, you felt like a part of the team, a part of the ship, a part of the universe, a part of Earth. It was incredible.
I'm not here yet. I'm still up there, and it's just amazing that you can land so smoothly on the runway coming back from space.
The pair set some records, including becoming the first mother-daughter duo in space and as the first astronauts from the Caribbean. Retired British Olympian John Goodwin, who has Parkinson's disease, was also on board along with 3 crew members. The 80-year-old purchased his seat back in 2005 for $250,000. Well, now those seats cost $450,000.
Cool off this summer with a can of non-alcoholic lemonade, courtesy of Carbon 4 Brewing and the Wisconsin Union. They've teamed up to release 2 gluten-free sparkling beverages, Terrace Lemonade and Terrace Strawberry Lemonade. The brewers at Carbon 4 spent 6 months crafting these recipes, which contain real lemon juice and no artificial colors. And while they were doing that, the Memorial Union came up with the can art, which of course features the iconic Sunburst chairs that are on the terrace. Right now, these cans are only available at the Memorial Union, but by fall, you'll find them at all Wisconsin-run, Union-run dining locations. Gary's back. First warn forecast, an alert day coming our way tomorrow. Maybe by the morning, we're going to see stuff.
Could see a round of storms in the morning and then again mid to late afternoon. So those are the 2 time periods that we're going to have to watch into tomorrow evening. Let's start out by taking a look at the graphics there. What do we got there? First one. Okay, 3 things we need to know in the forecast. Well, right now, it's going to be stormy for tomorrow. Several rounds of storms, again, morning and then maybe late afternoon and tomorrow night. Most of the weekend, though, should be dry. Thunderstorm chances return late Sunday. And then next week, temperatures will be seasonably warm and mild. Temperatures mid-70s to the lower 80s. But we do have that first warned weather alert day in the forecast for tomorrow. All of southern Wisconsin has the potential for severe weather. High winds, hail, heavy rain are the main threats. Outside chance of an isolated tornado, mainly south of Madison. Should we get storms to fire up in the late afternoon hours, they'd be more isolated and would have a little bit higher tornado threat. But then Friday morning, again, a round of showers and storms. Some of those could have high winds and hail and maybe some heavy rain, and then again later Friday night. Now, as we take a look at the severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, you can see a slight risk or level 2 risk over much of southern and western Wisconsin. That has pretty much been the case over the last couple of days. The severe weather threat area has kind of centered right over our part of the Midwest. And we're seeing a line of strong to severe storms moving through parts of western Minnesota tonight. If we look at future track, you can see that line of storms breaking up a little bit as it approaches southern Wisconsin early tomorrow morning, but still we'll see some of those storms move through. The big question, at least as far as the afternoon severe weather potential, is whether or not these morning storms cool us off to the point to where it takes a little more to heat up the atmosphere. If we get more sunshine like this model is predicting, there's a possibility we could see a couple of isolated thunderstorms pop up. Those would be the ones that you'd watch out for more of a hail and perhaps an isolated tornado threat. But then by evening, you can see a line of showers and thunderstorms right along the cold front. And as that moves on through, that'll be through by about midnight or a little bit thereafter. And after that, things should clear out pretty nicely. As far as rainfall is concerned, areas that get a heavier thunderstorm or two could see anywhere from an inch to maybe 2 inches or more of rain. And then you go nearby and you see very little in the way of rain. So the precipitation is going to be spotty over the day tomorrow. Tomorrow, high of 83, breezy, warm, and humid. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Again, morning and then probably late afternoon, the best chances. Planning your day across Dane County, 83 for the high in Monona, 83 in Oregon, 83 in Madison. Again, with some thunderstorms across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 81 Monroe, 82 in Baraboo. Future track beginning early tomorrow morning. The first batch of storms moving through southwestern Wisconsin, coming on through 6 to 9 o'clock, they start to wind down. By noon, things start to clear out. Temperatures start to warm up. And again, that's the time, even though we don't show it here, if we get some storms, that's when we have the possibility for maybe an isolated tornado. But then as we get into tomorrow evening, it's more of a line of storms. This would be more of a wind threat. That moves on through at the cold front. Temperatures drop off behind it, and the severe weather threat comes to an end. Spotty areas, an inch, maybe 2 inches of rain in heavier thunderstorms. Other areas, maybe less than 1/10 of an inch. Most areas probably between about 1/4 and 1/2 inch of rain generally. First one, 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures in the 80s through the weekend. Most of the weekend dry. Thunderstorms late Sunday afternoon, Sunday night into Monday morning, and a chance for storms Tuesday night into Wednesday. Otherwise dry for next week.
And coming up in sports, the Mallards flew closer toward a spot in the playoffs. How they moved their magic number to 1. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are fresh ground beef, $2.77 for a 1-pound roll. Green seedless grapes, $1.48 a pound. And Frito-Lay party-sized snacks, only $3.49 each when you buy 3. All week long at Hy-Vee.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Choose Flex Buy on a 2023 Ford Bronco Sport and get 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $500 Flex Buy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
We need to talk about Sonobello.
We are getting rid of all of this today.
Ladies, this summer you can cover up or feel confident from head to toe with Sonobello. One visit, permanent fat removal.
Look at this shape. My tummy is gone and my hourglass shape is back.
Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it. That's what we do all day, every day.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I could actually wear a 2-piece after 25 years.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Now, with our Best Bodies summer event, you can schedule your free, no-obligation consultation, plus save $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying...
He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win.
How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. It's Hy-Vee's BOGO sale this Friday through Sunday. Buy one, get one free on marinated pork loin or tenderloin. Buy two, get two free on select Coke products. And buy one, get one free on select Dole salad kits. Only at Hy-Vee.
Three games left to play, and the Mallards are in the driver's seat for a spot in the Northwoods League playoffs. A win tonight go a long way to get them one. Madison entered a game up on Wisconsin Rapids, and we're looking to make it two. Second inning, Mallards up 3-1. Alex Harrell splits the diamond to bring home Davis Hamilton. And just like that, it's 4-1. Mallards go on to win 11-3. Their magic number moves to 1 with 2 games left. Jordan Love is used to playing in the preseason. It's pretty much all the game action he's seen since being drafted by the Packers back in 2020. But this season, that's about to change now that he's been handed the keys to the franchise. Instead of playing all or most of the preseason, Love will now just get a couple of series starting Friday night against the Bengals. And for the new QB1, some is better than none.
A couple series out there. I'm not sure how many yet. Said we were going to kind of base it off practice, how it went. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I definitely want to be out there, get some reps, just get back into the game mode. It's always good to get back into that mode of getting hit. I mean, I haven't been hit since last year. But obviously, I'm never trying to get hit. It's never the goal. But, I mean, it does prepare you.
Another day, another watch list for Muma Jungmeta. This time, the Wisconsin linebacker was named to the Dick Butkus Award watch list, which is given to the top linebacker in college football. The Badger senior finished with 95 tackles and 3.5 sacks last season. At practice, the Wisconsin volleyball team has waiting is the hardest part up on the Jumbotron in the fieldhouse. And it couldn't be more true, especially on how last season ended. But this year's squad is back with a ton of familiar faces along with a handful of transfers who joined the dynasty for one reason, to win championships. And the Badgers know that starts during their two-a-days.
It's go time. Like every time we step in the gym, we put on our game faces and it's time to go because every moment in the gym counts because you don't know if that extra rep, if that extra set like could lead to winning a championship.
I can just tell that this season is going to be even crazier. Like we're prepared, we know what we have to do, and being in the gym with these girls over the summer and over these past 2 days, I can tell that we're going to do some great things this year.
And today was day 5 of Wisconsin's Italian tour, and the Badger women spent most of their day in Siena checking out the region's medieval architecture. But they did make some time for some ice cream, stopping at a shop that's said to have the best gelato in the world. We'll be right back.
Intuitive sit to start and the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. It's a VW. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get a $7,500 lease bonus on a new 2023 all-electric ID4.
We're the Packers Scratch Game crew, bringing back Packers Scratch Games for you. The pack is back, and Scratch Games are here. With 4 season tickets you could win for a year. There's instant cash prizes and other bonus drawing surprises.
Packers Scratch Games are back with instant cash prizes up to $30,000 and a bonus drawing for 4 season tickets for 1 year. Prices range from $1 to $10. Available now at all Wisconsin lottery retailers.
We're not kidding, somebody will be winning 4 season tickets for a year.
Get up to 56% off list at our huge 56th anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible deals. Plus, enter to win a free car. It doesn't get any better than this. Amazing deals on living rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and more. Oh, did we mention totally free shipping with no minimum? Up to 56% off list. 56th anniversary sale. And someone's walking away with a free car at Slumberland Furniture. It's a big deal.
Hi, my name is Mitch Cromody of A&F Farms, and this is my John Deere.
I would say what stands out for me for Sloan Implement is customer service, showing that they care and always being there when you need something. They'll get on it as fast as they can. We went over there and met Ryan to look at a sprayer, and ever since then we bought a ton of implements and tractors and stuff from him, and you always felt safe buying something from them. So if we had our choice, it'd always be Sloan's, because it's just been wonderful to work with, and that's why I think Sloan's first.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Why are there 2 extra seats? I know, Uncle Dane and his giant beard.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third-row legroom. Visit your local dealer today to learn more about our Carefree Coverage Suite, standard on all 2023 Volkswagen models.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Gary's back. One last look at the forecast.
Pretty quiet out there right now. There's live view from the Edgewater Skycam, but we do have a first warn severe weather alert day in the forecast for tomorrow for the potential for high winds, hail, perhaps heavy rain, and maybe even an isolated tornado south of Madison should we get a storm to pop up in the afternoon. But they'll be around tomorrow morning, and then again late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook. Level 2 or slight risk over all of southern Wisconsin. Already severe thunderstorms rolling through central Minnesota. Those are heading to the south and east, and 6-hour future track radar already has them into southwestern Wisconsin as we head toward about the time the morning show starts tomorrow. So Kelly Slifka will have the latest updates on the severe weather.
All right, Gary, thank you, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.